St. Mary Netherton Daily Chronicle, Evening Edition, February 12th, 1926. Good evening, dear listeners. Edmund Pruitt addressing you as the village clock strikes 6 on this Friday, which has furnished our community with answers, industry, and no small amount of good cheer. The day unfolded beneath the brightening skies Mr. Higgins anticipated, with the morning sunshine broadening into a generous afternoon before the cloud reassembled toward tea time, creating what Mrs. Pemberton describes as the sort of February afternoon that coaxes the aconites into opening their yellow faces along the path, each one a small declaration that the garden's patience is beginning to collect its reward. I am pleased to report that the mystery herb in the vicarage garden has been satisfactorily identified. Mrs. Pemberton, upon this morning's examination, recognized the plant as an heirloom variety of mint, a strain she believes may date to a planting undertaken years ago by a previous incumbent's wife, the roots having lain dormant beneath the soil until conditions this winter encouraged their revival. The Reverend Holloway received the identification with evident relief, and Mrs. Holloway has already expressed her intention to harvest a quantity for a special mint-flavoured soup to accompany this Sunday's luncheon following the morning service, an offering she describes as a fitting use for what the garden has so unexpectedly provided. In matters of communal industry, a party of residents assembled at the stone bridge this afternoon, armed with stiff brushes, buckets, and considerable purpose. The winter months have allowed a thick covering of moss to establish itself across the bridge's stonework, and the gathering, organised by Mr. Finchley, devoted a productive 2 hours to scrubbing the surface clean. The work proceeded in companionable fashion, with participants taking the task in shifts, whilst others warmed themselves with flasks of tea brought from home. The bridge now presents a markedly improved appearance, the pale stone visible once more beneath the afternoon light, and Constable Porter, who supervised pedestrian passage during the work, pronounced the restored surface both handsome and considerably safer for wet weather crossings. Mrs. Barnes's leghorn hen produced its afternoon egg at 2:15, maintaining what Dr. Peterson characterizes as a Friday of remarkable generosity from a bird whose morning contribution alone would have secured her reputation for the week, the double yolk representing a phenomenon that speaks to both the bird's vigorous health and the favourable conditions her custodians have so evidently maintained. The tea room's sliced tea loaf drew steady Friday custom, with several patrons requesting additional butter as the afternoon wore on and the last of the warming sunshine retreated behind the returning cloud. Watson claimed a length of counter near the kitchen passage as the afternoon's trade gathered pace, where each plate returning from the tables passed within range of his inspection before reaching its destination, a post he held with the fixed resolve of one disinclined to let any article of crockery proceed unexamined. That concludes our evening report. This is Edmund Pruitt bidding you good night from St. Mary Netherton, where Friday draws to a close with the bridge restored, the vicarage herb identified, and the village carrying its double fortune contentedly into the weekend ahead.